I think some of those old marketing concepts are dead or dying or becoming very, very ineffective. Interrupting people with a phone call in Northern California has become more and more of a bad thing to do, or a useless thing to do, or wasted time. It's and a lot of that's because clearly because of the web. What appears to be happening in many sales or most sales is there has to be the emotional connection. Um, in other words, to get me interested in becoming a distributor and carrying your products, you can give me the nuts and the bolts, and you're pretty good as a company at doing that. But perhaps what you're not so good at is giving me sort of an emotional hook to get me going, particularly if I'm not aware of you or I haven't done business with you in the past. So that emotional, whatever that response is, and looking at cause and effect and attribution again, it's those consumer behaviors. If you hit me with an emotional, if you touch me with an emotional, something that affects my emotions, that's much more powerful than you just give a logical linear argument. We have the best prices and the best service and the best delivery. Everybody's got that now, and particularly with someone new, what you would call a prospect. Now, when you look at it in that way, I want to tie that back into the motivated employee that's bought into what you're doing. A compliant employee will just give the facts and then hang up. A committed employee will look at how can they engage or in a conversation, a discussion with the prospect or your current customer and touch them emotionally. And when I say emotional, I don't mean in a romantic kind of way or syrupy kind of way, and in a way that customer feels something. In other words, it's an emotional trigger. And what I would strongly suggest to you that the employee that's driven, the employee that's motivated, the employee that's bought into their assignments is much more likely to create that emotional response than an employee that's not. In fact, I would say it's almost you could line them up and you would really see the cause and effect. You would see a difference of night and day. Now, if that's the trend that's happening, if that's where consumers and modern consumer behavior is going, then you want to be on the right side of that. And you do that first off by getting the people that are committed and the people that the right people that buy into what the company's doing.